So miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 up to the 33. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd down and 3. Tua right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 1st down. Throwing Tua. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now Tua running right. Here's Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A big play looming on 3rd down. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.